back to the Baseball Central Podcast, Season 2. I'm Ryan Royster, your host, here with TJ Runnels, co-host and owner here at Baseball Central. We're going to get right on into it.
Just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you're tuning in, and when you tune in hard.
So much money that's been spent in free agency this year. It was a $2 billion thing. Guys decided after the lockout to sign, and it's even more than that now. So TJ, what's one team or one player that stands out in your mind that you're confused or excited about, maybe like what they did?
I'm not confused about it, but I was excited. I'm happy for Corey Seager. The Rangers going out and giving him such a big contract. That was the one confusing one would be maybe Chris Bryant signing with the Rockies.
As a hitter, I would want to play in Colorado.
Well, sure.
So that's
but,
what that is.
the Rockies have always been okay with just being mediocre, getting a guy.
Are they the Cleveland Browns of the MLB?
They're selling out almost every game, so they're like
fans are very loyal.
Yeah, they're very loyal.
Ticket sales are high, so the winning isn't necessarily everything for them.
Correct. So that was. But what do you think?
Honestly, for me, Freddie Freeman coming to the Dodgers, coming home to his native Los Angeles area, that's cool.
Yeah.
A little confusing for some people.
How it all went down.
Yeah, I think more than anything else, I think he wanted.
Can you elaborate on what kind of went down? He wanted to be in
LA sooner.
Well, did he?
Yeah, he said the year before they wanted to do this the year before, but they couldn't get a deal done. And then when the Braves came back to offer him $140 this year, he wanted a little bit more, and the Dodgers were willing to pay that. And here he is coming back to being in California again, where he's from. So I think it just worked out for him that they gave him the extra money. He got to come home, and the Dodgers are pretty damn good. So in the end of the day, interesting seeing Noah Syndergaard leave the Mets and then Max Scherzer go there. That's kind of interesting.
Talking about wanting to be a Yankee for life, and I think he fits well there. But then, so they offer him the extension, correct? You could seal the deal here and be good, but I don't know.
Do you think
Matt Holliday did that with the Rockies way back when? And Holliday was a great piece of that whole kind of puzzle with the Rockies. They made it to the World Series, and then he's like, I want to be here, and then gone. St. Louis, yeah. So
I also think in the back of my mind, the Aaron Judge situation is a little confusing because, he wants to be a Yankee for life, but I think deep down inside, the Yankees thought, well, maybe we can get him for the cheap. Yeah. And Aaron Judge said, hey, man, unfortunately, I'm too big a player.
Sorry, a LeMahieu.
Right, well, that's a glue player right there, like epic
Didn't
proportions.
He sign for something lower than probably what he's worth?
Yeah, same with Donaldson probably right now too. And look at guys.
I like that pickup for him. I think Donaldson
huge.
will thrive there, and I think he's doing okay.
Your other glue players for them, like Hicks and Torres, and a few other of those up and coming prospects. I think that's where the Yankees will fill in. But man, it's kind of tough to see so many big names switch teams this year. It's really going to mix things up. It's really going to make things interesting. Sure makes the Angels a lot better to have those the big stud pitcher in there along with Ohtani to have Syndergaard in there. So kind of interesting for them.
Absolutely.
They're throwing money at guys. Kind of reminds me of the NBA. They were signing second string players to $50 million contracts, but now the MLB is like, here, just take 125 and sign for 4 years.
Crazy. So much money in baseball.
Correa, that was a huge sign too.
That was
Correa,
Sorry,
we forgot about that.
And they're, they've got a decent lineup, right?
Dude, Gary Sanchez came over from the Yankees. Giovanni Urshela from the Yankees came over. They have Buxton signed to a big deal this year, his first big contract. Yeah. They have Miguel Sano at first base. Right. They have some dudes.
Got some guys.
Yeah. Didn't they get a pitcher as well?
They did. I don't know.
I can't remember who it was though. Our apologies for not knowing that, but hey, there's a lot of teams and a lot of guys to follow this year.
That's where they come in. That's where you come in as the audience and comments. You can let us know what the hell we're doing and why we made a mistake. But
it's all good, guys.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. Highlight some teams in your mind, TJ, that you like from National League or American. Give me just one or two, and I'll think of some other alternates.
Okay, I'm going to just say two, and it's only from the National League.
Yes,
sir. So two would be Dodgers, of course. I'm picking the Cardinals because of getting some of their guys back, some of their key players, like Wainwright's back, Molina stayed one more time, and then they get Pujols. I just feel like just the chemistry can help.
They sent 3 guys to the minor leagues, the Cardinals. Matt Carpenter was one of them, and I couldn't believe that veteran player got thrown away.
That's weird, though, that he struggled a little bit, but really?
Yeah, they sent him down. Same with B.J. Upton's little brother, Justin. He got sent to the minors this year, too.
Well, for some reason, I just like the chemistry of having, like, when you have some of your old players back together, it reminds me of like the Yankees, like Mo and Posada.
Who's that left-handed hitter with the black beard on the Cardinals? really good left-handed hitter. What's his name? It's not Matt Carpenter,
Not
is
Carpenter. That's who I'm thinking of. But they got Arenado.
Oh man, he's killing it.
So I don't know. That stuck out. I don't. That doesn't mean anything necessarily. But I like the Dodgers. The Braves
Cardinals?
are gonna. The Cardinals just cause, and then the Braves obviously are gonna battle again.
Those are great ones.
Yeah, good
Any
ones.
American League teams that strike your interest?
I'm always gonna shoot for the Red Sox. I like their lineup.
Great team.
Their pitching's gonna be again another kind of. Can they hold up? Can they get through with their pitching? But
Yeah.
the offensive lineup is going to be sweet, and I'm happy for Trevor Story to catch on over there. So
Sure.
them, and then like the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, I mean, they're
making strides.
They're making strides. So those two stand in my
Jays?
mind.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just I like Vlad. I like Bichette. Our boy Tyler Heineman.
Yeah,
got his call back up there, so he's doing some more time up in the show. So shout out to Tyler Heineman, man. Good for you.
Thank you for the bats.
So,
Thank you for the bats, Heineman brothers. We appreciate them. We love them, and we use them all the time, and they're so beautiful.
He was swinging it the other day in our Hit Tracks game. We had a Hit Tracks game, old heads versus old heads.
Yeah.
And,
old hickory bat that he had, red handle, black barrel, beautiful gold writing on it.
Yeah.
Wonderful bat.
Absolutely. What about you? Who you got? What do you think
For
about
me,
the
National
season
League
predictions?
teams, I'm going to go ahead and say, it's kind of interesting. The Padres and the Giants, they're very, off-putting for some people, but man, they're very interesting teams in my mind. This Webb dude that pitches for the Giants is really tough. I watched him pitch the other day against the Padres in a day game. He has won, I believe, his last 11 starts. So he's 11-1 in his last 12 starts, I believe, and in his last 23 starts, he's won quite a few games. So
Probably a lot.
He's a playoff monster too. But here's the bottom line: team-wise, for me, I'm going to go ahead and say the Atlanta Braves and the Dodgers are probably the two best teams in the National League. If there's anybody that can slip in there and be that underdog, it's either going to be the Giants or the Padres in my mind. I'm trying to think of maybe one other team that stands out in my mind, but in the American League, I'm going to give the Angels a little bit of love. I think they might turn a corner this year. They've added some key pieces. I also like the White Sox because they've had some really, really good hitters the last few years, and they even have some good pitchers, even though Giolito's on the IL right now. Liam Hendricks, he's pretty good too. So for the White Sox, love watching Abreu, Anderson, those guys hit. It's interesting to see. Too bad a team like the Cincinnati Reds or Cleveland Indians, they had such a great year last year. Maybe they could put it together again this year because they seem to compete in that division very well. Who knows about the Royals? They have the #1 prospect in minor league baseball coming up, 6'4". Bobby Witt. He's a
stud.
Big time prospect. I like his game a lot. But right now, I think I'm going to just say this out loud. I think it could be either Braves, Dodgers in the World Series or National League, and maybe either Red Sox, White Sox, possibly even the Twins. American League.
Okay.
Don't sleep
where
on
are
the
the
Twins.
Rays? Are the Rays still?
Oh, the Rays! We
Did you
forgot
forget
about
the
them.
Rays?
The Rays, low key, are just keep continuing to just chew teams up with this little functionality that they do, where they just play ball and they pitch well and they play great defense and then they score scrap.
Yeah.
And then once in a while they pound a ball and they
They've
put
got
it away.
a weird
System.
Boston Red Sox where they're just they're palling around. They're they
To be
feel
honest
good.
with you, every single thing I did in the minor leagues with the Rays was based off either how the Red Sox did it or the Yankees did it. I'm not even joking you. All the rules, all the camp, and this is no disrespect to the coaches that made the decisions on camp on how to run them, but everything was basically the Yankees only spend 12 minutes at each station. So the human mind can only concentrate for no longer than 12 minutes at a time. So we do that now.
You got 27 rings. They're doing something right.
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean,
the Red Sox have had 3 in the last 12 years,
that's
right?
good. So has the Giants.
Yeah, Giants are just another small.
They're gonna always kind of chip away. So,
all right, everybody. So we want to talk about company that we're going to be selling here at Baseball Central. It's very important to us, and I'm going to let TJ speak on the matter. It's his idea and his brand, and I'm just happy to be able to hold on to these bats and use them in our Hit Tracks game. So TJ, tell us a little bit more about what you got here.
Well, obviously we love gear. We love bats because that's our tool. It's called the Wave Bat Co. And being out here in California, Los Angeles, we have waves, right? We have the sand, we have the beach. So
waves, bruh.
Very chill, very relaxed. At the same time, when you go surfing, you want to get into a barrel, right? A big saying that we have in baseball is you want to try and find the barrel, catching barrels, right? So Wave Bat Co., catching barrels.
Love it.
What we want to do is have fun colors and different styles, maybe do some custom bats, but the gentleman that I'm getting the wood from is out of New York. He's got some very hard maple coming down from Canada, so we've teamed up and we're trying to get some good product out there that's relatively cheap. We don't want to gouge people. We want it to be affordable. Wood bats break, and so when you're spending $180 on a wood bat, if there's not a warranty, it's, you know, you could break it on the first swing.
Right.
And so we want to sell a bat that's reasonably priced and fun to look at with a great saying, and that,
I love that,
means a lot. So
I love that logo. I love the catch and barrels. I love the look of the bat.
Yeah.
The white handle to me is just unique with the peach and the.
These are prototypes. This is the
peach head on it.
This is kind of the peachy. We call it the peach orange creamsicle.
We got Peach Panther.
Peach Panther.
That's what we call it.
We got some different ones coming. We'll have some more sleek ones as well. Some all black, some all camo colors. So you know, it's fun to get some different product. Everyone likes something new. So hopefully the wave will be something that you can ride on.
I'm excited about it because I just want to be able to help people who come into Baseball Central here, along with TJ's great idea here. I want to be able to suggest to them, hey, we have this model bat. It might be, you know, a little bit, you know, designed more for an adult or maybe designed for a kid. Let me line you up with the right one. Let's get you to the right weight and size and balance. And we just take passion in that. We take passion in helping you find the correct equipment. That's part of what this show is about, is finding, you know, not only swag and drip that makes you look cool, but maybe functionality in the product as well. We also highlight that. So I don't know if you guys remember on a previous podcast where we had the light up ball, we were playing catch with it. And
Spark baseball,
really fun product, man. If you're outside and you're hanging out with your buddies, like, great thing to play catch in the dark with. You know, like, we love highlighting stuff like that. And Wave Bat Company is exciting, it's beautiful, it's new, and it should be a really fun company to be a part of. So hats off, TJ. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, Ryan and I are very familiar with fun stuff, baseball stuff. We know the good, we know the bad, and again, this is just always extra fun gear. So yeah, I'm excited to get it going.
Yeah, speaking of fun stuff, let's talk about these brand new gloves that everybody's talking about, all right? Aria Glove Company, they got these dipped ice cream waffle cone looking gloves. They got the pink on the end, they have chocolate on the end, they have vanilla, and the brand new Pushin' P blue glove that they have with this. It looks like it's been dipped in like a cotton candy type of ice cream, but it's all black with like just the fingertips done with sprinkles. Really cool stuff. Shout out to the owner. If you're in town for this All-Star weekend that's going to be here in LA, we would love to have you on the show and highlight your gloves. Maybe even sell them out of Baseball Central if you needed a place to find a vendor.
What do you think about them? I mean, it looks like the leather's legit. They look very well made. They're super swaggy. I mean, it's dripping, but you got to be.
I think new glove companies, they really have to focus on the quality of leather, because so many of these gloves they make now, Rawlings and Wilson and these other companies make for youth, they're just burned through so quickly.
And what they make them is it's like just remember the
stamp and print.
Yeah. So it's something special has come out. But how do you feel about the super? I mean, you got to be something special. Do you feel like? I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, that's the whole point, man.
It's
to enjoy
fun.
it. Like, it catches people's eye.
It does, for sure.
The only thing I needed to do is just to get you to look at it. What I do with it after that is up to me.
What about the people that are like, no? You just, I mean, let's keep it basic. This is baseball. You don't do that.
That's called a baseball purist. And those guys are about to all be retired from the Hall of Fame and writing and all that stuff. They're going to be passing on here soon.
Would you say there's a wave?
There's a new wave of baseball that's coming through, and it's the new era, man.
Not wave bat.
It might be something to do with it, honestly.
But you know what I'm saying? They're like
I love it. I love that.
I think
it's good.
There's players that are in the major leagues right now that are bringing that kind of drip and that kind of fun and swagger, and Tatis Jr., even Vladdy, Jazz Chisholm, that are bringing just a super swaggy vibe. I think they finally are letting guys wear really whatever cleats now, right?
Remember when Cespedes was wearing like neon gloves with the Mets, like or neon armbands,
sleeves,
just different kind of stuff. Like, that was a little funky, but at the same time, I'm okay with guys trying new things.
Yeah.
The game is run a little dry in the sense of, like, you know what, we're doing the national pastime thing. Yes, it is. But look at the NBA. They're going to have electrical nameplates on their uniforms at some point that run advertisements and your nickname on the back of your uniform.
That's
the NFL wants to integrate technology, to their fans. Like, why can't MLB create some fun?
They will, but they're slow because it's still part of that
purist
movement. Yeah, and so it's okay. I'm okay with that. I have a little tie of that old school.
I love the old school ball. That's how we learn.
And I think there's still a big parts of the game that need to still continue. Mm-hmm. But I think it's okay to start letting some of the new stuff come in. But
it's time. It's definitely time. We're in the 2020s. Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll die.
I agree.
I think it'll just, and that's where you see a lot of the youth. They're not playing the game anymore because it's not as fun. It's hard game. It's not an easy game, and so when you get,
it's a thinking man's game.
Yeah, it is. And so then when you have to think, and then you suck, and then you don't have anything fun to play with, you're like, I'm out.
Right. The iPad didn't solve it for me. I hate this game. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. So. But no, I can dig it. I don't know if I would personally wear it in a game, but I would definitely, like, in a lesson, play catch with it and be like, yeah.
That's like one of those cool kind of novelty niche items that, you could use it in the field if you really wanted to. And we suggest it because that guy probably really wants you to use that glove and get it out there. And we wanted it out there because we
better not make any errors.
But if you're TJ and I and you're playing in an adult league, that glove won't see the field because we want it to sit on our shelf looking real pretty. You know what I mean? He's taught me a lot about that. I obviously had my personal favorites, but he's opened my mind even to more stuff.
Well, if you're Brett Boone, you don't wear anything under your jersey. You just go straight skin to win.
Yeah.
But it's different, right? The jerseys have got to be different. Like now, they're probably
textures
silkier.
Different.
Yeah, like back, like it was like super polyester, and you can feel the tackle tool, like the.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Now they have some kind of like dry fit mesh in there. Yeah. It's a little more responsive to the skin.
Those guys used to go straight just on the skin.
Yeah, that was Chipper Jones style.
It's Greg Maddox.
Yeah,
Boone, all these guys. Anyways.
Jose Canseco, same time. Yeah. All right, everyone. So we're going to be talking a little bit right now about.
Sorry.
That's
you hear that? I got to oil that.
Sound like
I was like, I think of B major. Shout out to Atlanta Outcast. Dungeon Family.
AT
What's up? What's good, right?
Yeah, we're excited this year in July. The AllStar Game is going to be here in Los Angeles after 2020. It was blocked. And they did all the renovations to the stadium, and now we've had a chance, TJ and I both have had a chance to go to Dodger Stadium since they've renovated it. It is not only the third oldest stadium in Major League Baseball, but they've renovated it now to be probably one of the cooler stadiums that still has age and history in it. Yeah. The new left field pavilion that's up off the ground with the screens and the picnic tables where families can hang out and still see the game on screens. Whoa,
super
man.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
TJ, what do you have to look forward to in All-Star Weekend? Are we going to maybe be able to get some tickets?
I'm just, I'm going to probably reach out to a few people. I'm looking forward to just the fanfare, just to be around in the area. Hopefully, that would be great to go because I've only been to one All-Star game, which
Colorado?
No, I went to when good friend of mine, Sean Chacon, made the All-Star Game in 2003, and it was at the Chicago White Sox Stadium.
Oh, cool.
And so, but this was back when the All-Star Game, or the Home Run Derby was like 7 hours long, remember?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, they would take pitches. I can't remember. It was...
What year was it?
2003. 2005.
Oh, what? That was like 1 year before, or like 3 years before Josh Hamilton hit like 30 of them. Remember that?
2003? I can't. It's 2003 or 5. No, I don't know. 3 maybe. Anyway.
Between 3 and 5.
So, but it was fun. But just being here at the energy. Hopefully, we can get some people in here. Maybe we'll do a little event here at Baseball Central.
Yeah. Aria Gloves and Way Back Company come together for a night at Baseball Central. Maybe we sell some artwork. We'll get some artwork in here. Maybe we'll have an art show over the All-Star Weekend. We've had past art shows here at Baseball Central. We love everything about that. TJ is the man. He hooked up Hide, what's the last name?
Yokoyama.
Yokoyama, yeah. Great guy.
Our first art show. So we're looking to get some more events going on here, but the All-Star Game is going to be sweet, dude. It's just always fun. It brings a lot of just energy to
yeah.
So
I agree.
What about you? What are you looking forward to?
I think the coolest part about All-Star Weekend here in LA is going to be the Home Run Derby, I'm just excited to, maybe I'll buy tickets to that because I've never been to one.
Aren't they doing a
skills challenge?
That'd be sweet. I love like the little mini skills challenges like in video games. But aren't they doing if it's tied, they're doing a home run derby or home run off?
Way.
I think so. If the AllStar Game's tied,
but the AllStar Game no longer decides who gets home field advantage in the World Series, right? I don't think that's anymore.
I think you're correct. But I think that they're going, if it's tied at the end of 9, they're doing a home run derby. I'm pretty sure, unless they're swing off. I think.
And I think in the playoffs this year they're going to remove the base runner on second base in extra innings. It's only for doubleheaders and regular season games only this year.
Yep.
Playoffs will remove the base runner off second, so we won't do that California tiebreaker anymore.
Right.
And that was put in for tournaments in here in California with a lot of teams to try and hustle the games up. So that's where that actually came from.
They're also doing in the playoffs, if you lay down a bunt, they're putting out this hot dog row on the field, where if you can get it in the hot dog like row circle, you get an automatic base hit, and you get like everyone gets a hot dog.
And this is in a regular season game.
Playoff game.
Okay, that's
I lied.
That's news.
That would
to
be
me.
sick.
I was gonna say there's sponsors now that are affecting the postseason of the playoffs.
Well,
we got to talk about that.
There's the bunt
Olympics.
The bunt in Japan. It's like they do.
That's the Olympics. Yeah, the bunt Olympics.
Right.
It's literally about hitting rings on each side or being able to take a little off the ball or add a little to the ball. It's a really fun thing.
It's cool, but crazy.
It's different for sure. Different, like hitting bottle caps in the streets of the Dominican or Brooklyn or maybe even Taiwan, wherever you're from.
It's cool.
We just want to say, guys, we're so happy to be back. We're happy to be a part of YouTube.
Always
and
good to be.
you know what, guys? We're going to have 20 episodes this year, but we might even push it to 21 and just for the fact that Roberto Clemente. Well, I wanted it because of Roberto Clemente to represent that number because we just adore his personality and who he was to Major League Baseball and what he did for his people. And just to represent that, to be more we want to be cultured on this show. We want to show love to all the cultures, and Roberto Clemente was just a great man.
Big advocate,
Maybe we'll do 21 episodes for the rest of our career.
It's fair.
Just in honor of him.
It's not a bad number.
Yeah, 21, 25, 2 of the greatest players of all time. Barry Bonds, Roberto Clemente.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
We'll be back, guys.
We'll be back.
Episode 2.
Season, episode 2 coming up. Be soon to watch, and thank you.
New gear. We'll have new stuff, new situations, new predictions, and we'll give you guys a progress update on what we're seeing in the big leagues right now, all right? So appreciate you guys tuning in, guys. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Keep pushing P, boys.
P.
Later.